I'm Malcolm Van Delst, and this is an excerpt from Do the Wrong Thing, a book series or extra long novel that opens with a woman describing her suicide attempt as ordinary, like brushing my teeth. In an attempt to answer the question, why did I do it? She tells her life story. We're about a third through book 4. Working title is Eyes of Different Colors. Last week, I read an edit to the section about Ava's succession of minimum wage jobs, then moved on to her move to a new place. We're going to continue with that, and the chapter's called Eigengrau. August 20th, 2017, 2:17 a.m. I sink into some sort of lethargy, apathy, and helplessness. My hands hang like weights. See? I can't even get my metaphors right. I mean, I can't be creative. I'm hackneyed because who would use the phrase hands hang like weights? Who would use creative? Everything about me is dead or dying. Might as well lie down and let it happen. I can't sit up in bed to write because that hurts my butt so much that I can't move afterwards. So I'm back at my desk, which I hate. Who wants to be anything like an office drone? Who am I to think I'm better than an office drone? I thought I was going to write a poem, thought it was going to be weepy and sad the way poems are, with some incredible insight at the end. A poem is an egg with a horse inside. That's from the internet by an anonymous third grader. Depressed. That's my poem. I was at a conference last week where I glimpsed a woman I met at a writing group. When I met her, she really wanted to know how to read at the library's new author event. I helped her. I went to something with her. That's right. We both got on the new author reading at the same day, and afterwards, myself, her, and this crazy actor friend of mine all went out for food. It was weird. Both me and the actor friend were competing to impress her. She quit the writing group shortly after, but not after sending me a job she'd seen on Craigslist. The job was for someone to ghostwrite an autobiography. I replied in so many words, thanks, but the pay is shite. Was she offended? She probably makes the same or less coordinating documentary conferences. In the end, I have no idea why she cut me off. She'd run a successful Kickstarter campaign to fund a web series or documentary. I forget what it was. That's right. I became more interested in her after I saw what she'd done, as she was more involved in film than I was, and that made me want to get to know her. She wrote well about a mentally ill cousin, which she read about when she came to the critique group that she later left. At the conference, we caught eyes a few times. The first, I don't think it registered for either of us who we were looking at. When I realized, I went to smile, but she'd already turned sharply away. That made me smile more and expand inside. She seemed afraid to see me. When we caught eyes later, she did the same. Again, I grinned and expanded inside. She ditched me, I thought, when she left the group and didn't answer my emails. I should be the one turning away in embarrassment, but I'm not. What a great feeling to get over embarrassment at rejection. If you haven't gotten over it, focus on your shit, your goals, big or small, scratch that. Make your goals achievable. Break them into smaller, achievable steps, then put on blinders if you have to. Sometimes you'll have to take the blinders off or you'll start to feel trapped and isolated. When you do this, rejections by people will fade away like shadows in fog or boats on an ocean that have nothing to do with you. Maybe this is why she rejected me, because my metaphors are shite. That's a joke, for the record. Or yes, my metaphors are shite, but my recovery is excellent. One day I will see this woman, and again, she'll look away, but this time it'll be because she admires me so much she cannot make eye contact. I'll be successful, and she'll still be coordinating documentary conferences. Ava. What? That's not cool. Okay. Let's say we both go our own ways and forget we ever shared an afternoon. Maybe she'll be the one who's famous and I'll be the ignoble peasant. Better. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I have my path. I'm sticking to it. I can see my own progress, development that suits me. I know that seeds planted grow, and then there's harvest time. Abundance that you forget is not only possible, but normal. 10 tomatoes from one little plant, from one tiny seed. Yes, indeedy, boys and girls. Yes, indeedy. Look at these words. 725 of them after hours of resistance. I know what happened with my tech work and investments. One day my fingers will start typing again. They won't stop. And the next thing I know, I'll be Nosgard or Rachel Cusk. She's Canadian, by the way. I'd rather be a Nosgard, even if he's tortured. Lying in bed, staring upwards. Is this Eigengrau? Complete darkness that I see? No. There's light coming in around the edges of my window's blinds. I close my eyes. This is Eigengrau. I open them again to watch the blackness become my new room. It's nice to have a room to myself and a big, comfortable bed. The smell in here is still partly unfamiliar. My things fill the closet and cover the desk, joining with whatever scents Neil, the guy who was here before, left. More than that, though, the old house. How many other people have slept in this room? It must have been a sitting room at one time. Chinatown. Asians? Did they eat seafood and rice, pork dumplings and noodles? Are smells ghosts? Do we all pass through life leaving odors behind us like fairy dust or cosmic clues beyond time and space to who we are, to who we were? All these scents joining together. Is that the afterlife? Our distinct odor is the only thing left, combining with all the others in a cosmic unity. There's also a freshness, a smell of expansiveness. I breathe in deeply. William's apartment was cramped and arenaceous. Here, I've got 2 windows and a floor that doesn't inhale dirt. One of my windows faces the street, across a small square of grass and a border of bushes that hugs the house. And the other looks out onto an unkempt grassy area with a tree. The scent of green fills the air, even if I can't specifically smell grass or leaves. The road smell is still there. Gravel, pavement, though. Again, it's not overt. A hint of road. Knock, knock, knock. I startle. Yeah? Can I come in? Eric's voice from the other side of the door. Okay. I roll over, hear the doorknob click and the painted wood surfaces of the door and jamb disengage. Blue-gray light enters briefly before the door and jamb reconnect. Were you sleeping? Eric asks. No, I just got into bed. Oh, good. He sounds strange, like he's reciting a script. I watch as his tall form, blurry in the mostly dark, moves stiffly towards me. I feel the bounce as he sits down on the bed's edge. You are brave, he says. Brave? Yes. Marianne can't walk around unclothed like you. Unclothed? What? I wait. Lynn would never do it either. Lynn is Eric's girlfriend. How did you first start doing it? I'm not sure where this is going. I tell Eric about Release, Beth, Pierre. My eyes adjust more. Eric is naked, I suddenly see. He's naked, trying out nudism in the night when Marianne's asleep or something. God, I feel contempt. Well, I should get some sleep, I say. Is there anything else? Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. Well, good night. Good night. I see and feel my new roommate rise, then footstep to the door. I hear the knob and the unsticking of paint, see the bluish light bloom around him, watch him turn back hesitantly, then continue to exit. The line of light narrows and the door and jamb re-engage. Eric, with his nakedness, on the other side.